Welcome everyone to gaming commentary number 4. You can hear it cranking like old Cranky. We got Mr. BioPhoenix here to talk about the legendary, the iconic, the classic Donkey Kong of the country. Welcome BioPhoenix.
Hey everyone, this is BioPhoenix here. And yeah, no, this will be fun because this is one of my all-time favorite games. In fact, as far as I know, or as far as I can remember, anyways, this might have actually been the very first video game that I ever played, like ever. It was either this or Mario World on Super Nintendo, but I'm pretty sure it was this.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great game to grow up with. I feel like I grew up with the Game Boy Advance version at some point, but it wasn't my first. So today we're going to get into it, all about Donkey and the memories and what makes this game so special today, or not. I don't feel like I hear a lot of people
Yeah.
who are like anti-Donkey Kong Country, so that would be funny, but I doubt that's what's going to happen today.
I hate it.
Yeah, I brought BioPhoenix on to dunk on this game or just listen to me trash it. Nah, come on. I love Donkey Kong Country. This is a fantastic game.
Yeah, no, I mean, man, like, I don't even know, like, where to even, like, start, outside of, me just saying that, yeah, I grew up with it, but I can say that, this, first stage right here is always very, very iconic to me.
Yeah, this is like classic Donkey Kong Country that I think of. It's like, was it Jungle Japes? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is just like the iconic level, and the fact that I play it like 5 times in a row back to back has also ingrained it in my brain for like, 5 red balloons.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got the little secret at the beginning where you can, like, get the life, and then you can just quickly exit the level, and then just do that again and get, like, a bunch of lives.
Jungle hijinks. There's so many secrets I like don't know about this game. There's a ton I know in this level, but it's always kind of a fun element to the game. Is like, what walls will I be able to destroy and find a bonus area? What balloons are hiding in a treetop? Where are these banana arrows pointing me? So I think that this is a good example of like a first stage that has elements that open up the world to you.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, for a first stage, like, you really can't go wrong with it. It's super easy, but, it's supposed to be.
Right, yeah, I don't need super difficult this early on. But, yeah, no, some great elements here. You're definitely going to see me play this, like, 3 more times right now. But, no, this is great. I mean, so let's just start with Donkey Kong Country. Like, what are your thoughts, feelings, etc. on the game?
Well, like I said, it's one of the first games I ever played, and, and I think that might be because of the fact that, like, it might be, like, my favorite game of all time because it was one of the first, and, and also I just love the controls to it. The backgrounds were just so cool looking, the graphics are just great, and then, of course, like, the soundtrack is also, like, incredible as well.
Yeah, this is a chipper and charming game, and you're definitely Mr. Donkey Kong Country background. Like, you use a lot of backgrounds from the game, so I'm excited to see ones and be able to identify whether or not you've used them in a video or something. I know you use more from 2, like the Bramble. That's a classic for you, but, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used a ton in the first game, but I have used a couple of them for, like, like thumbnails and shit. But when it comes to, like, my streaming stuff, yeah, I've only really used, like, the Bramble one, which is, like, my favorite, but that's for number 2, though. But for number 1, though, yeah, no, like, as we see through the game here, I'll definitely, like, point out, like, which ones I'm like, oh, yeah, like, this one I love, this one is, like, oh, it makes me think of this thing, and, yeah.
So how do you feel about this background? It's Jungle Hijinks. I got the name wrong.
I mean, I think this background's nice. I mean, I do like the transition to, like, it goes from, like, day to night. I thought that was really cool. And then, like, whenever you do get to the second stage, it's the same, but night.
Yeah, whatever I get there.
Yeah.
This-
But, no, I always thought this was a nice one. I mean, it's basic, but it's good. But, one thing I always, thought was fun, like, at least, like, when I play this game now, is that the music in the background of the stage is really good, and yet, like, and it's actually, like, a pretty, like, long track, too. Like, it has, like, that progression where it gets quieter, and it starts to kind of sound like, I don't know, like, shit's about to go down, but every time I play this game, I almost never hear that part of the song anymore, because I just blast through the level, like, so quickly.
And this one was reused in Smash Bros. Melee, I believe.
It was used in the first one as
Oh,
well, the first
yeah,
Smash.
that first Donkey Kong level. Right.
The only one in that game, yes.
Mhm. Makes sense. I mean, that's the concept for the stage in Smash Bros. 64 is this jungle hijinks like background and the platforms. It's a very
Yeah.
basic level, but it's an iconic track, and it does really develop like over the course of the stage too. But I don't hear more than the first minute or two of it either.
Yeah, same. Yeah, no, the another level that's also kind of like that too, that's pretty early as well, is like the cave music is also like really like long, and there's like a part of it near the end of the song that's like really cool sounding, but as again, like I almost like never hear it in the game, and if I do, it's usually like one of the later levels that's like a little longer and harder.
You won't hear it in this playthrough, but a song that like surprised me that was like really good was the Funky's Chopper theme.
Oh my god, dude, I love that track. That yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, it's like Funky the martial artist, so that's kind of funny. We got Ropey Rampage here.
Yeah, this was another like cool like effect with the rain in front. I remember back then seeing that. I thought that was like crazy.
The rain, the lightning, everything, and then just the sounds too. You can hear like crickets in the background.
Yeah, like it's cool shit. Like, like I remember when I was playing Super Mario World, and then like, when I was like going back between this and that game, I was like kind of makes me go like, wow, like, this is like has like so much more like crazier shit going on the screen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking
No,
back to like Yoshi's Island as well, which is also Mario World, right? Like, but this
Yeah.
game, it's like up there in terms of like visually impressive. But it's weird too because Country has that pre-rendered look for like even the characters and such. It's not as like crisp as like some other games on the Super Nintendo. So it's an interesting blend of style, but very impressive, in terms of the other technical elements. Probably the best donkeys ever looked.
Oh yeah, no, I like I've always really liked the sprite animation for this game. Like I remember, like I think they made like 3D models of the characters, but then they digitized them, and yeah, and it actually looks cool. Yeah, this part of the song is the one I'm talking about. That like I don't like hear it too often in a gameplay session.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting coming off of other soundtracks from the era because they're like so repetitive in terms of like loops and such. Even going forward into some of the N64 era, it's like they're not dynamic tracks, but yeah, you can count on Kirkhope and Rare and Wise. Is that his name? Wise?
Yeah, David Wise, yeah.
You count on those guys to make some really complex ballads,
Yeah.
Here's that cave theme too,
Yeah.
the drips, everything.
Yeah. These stages were always pretty cool. I always liked some of them.
So my strategy
And-
going in is like just farm for lives, just because like I know later on I'm gonna need them. So, like, kind of the number for me, I've been trying to figure out what that is. I've been doing 25, but I think I could get it down to, like, 15.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, some of those later stages, I mean, they can be kind of tough. I mean, even as someone that has played through this game, like, numbers of times, I mean, you know, like, I still die, like, on occasion, so, you know, like, I get that. And plus, I remember the very first time, like, I was, like, playing through this game, like, dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, I sucked at it
Yeah.
for years.
I thought, like, coming back, like, oh, I know this game. I forgot everything. Not everything. Like, clearly I know how to roll, but, like, you know, I was really struggling with the barrels and, like, the launches and everything. So I just, it threw me for a loop. And I was, like, on stream. I was like, I'm not playing this on stream today. I'm gonna play off stream.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You know, funny enough, I actually find this game to be like a comfort stream game.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know a lot of people wouldn't consider it as such, but no, for me, like, I've streamed this game a lot on my channel, and, like, yeah, every time I do it, like, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, I do die, and I do make dumb mistakes, but, you know, but I can still, like, it's still, like, comforting, because I'm just having a good time.
Sure, music. I mean, shoot, we got aquatic ambience going right now. Like, how can you not feel at home with that?
Oh, yeah, dude. Love this track.
How many other games can, like, I name the name of the song for the stage for? Like, not many. Like, this, it's really testament to just what, you know, the level of, like, art and direction they had going for this game.
Yeah, no, like I said, I love it a lot. I remember, like, even though, like, I remember as a kid, I always thought these underwater stages, like, they were really cool, but I also thought they were, like, kind of creepy, too, because of the fact that, like, you know, it's like, oh, like, they're monkeys and they're underwater, like, how are they, like, surviving this?
Yeah.
I don't know, it was just something I remember as a kid.
Thankfully, they're aquatic simians, so they can breathe underwater. Otherwise, this would be a much more painful experience, this level, and any of these water levels. I think that the mechanics are okay underwater. I don't love the paddling. You know, there's no real running, but if you can get the swordfish, it's just a huge boon.
Yeah, you know, the water levels are actually pretty good for the most part. There's like 2 water levels that I'm not crazy about, but you know, we'll get to those later.
Sure. I can't remember the name of the swordfish though.
On guard.
There you go, on guard.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty clear to me. You know, Winky, Ramby, Espresso, Squawks. But on guard,
Yep.
it kind of doesn't roll off the tongue. So here's...
Oh, you got Rampy's gold.
Yeah, here's an element, is the Animal Buddy bonus stages. How do you feel about these?
I always liked them. I always thought they were kind of cool. Of course, you know, like, trying to, like, get, like, as much as you can be difficult once you get, like, clear off, like, a row, and then you, like, you know, you're, like, kind of going into, like, a row of, like, nothing is like, oh my god, like, I need to, like, haul ass and all that. But no, like, I always thought they were cool.
I like them as well. It's a good opportunity to farm like 3 lives or so, but I don't like that it restarts the whole stage, or from wherever you were at the barrel. Now I gotta do this all over again.
Yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
So they're kind of inevitable,
Yeah,
but I need the lives, so what am I to say?
Yeah, well, thankfully it didn't take you back, like, that far, but, you know, I can see how that would be a problem for, like, later stages.
This is considered a major skip if you take the barrel at the top of the stage, but I do it every time.
Well, I mean, it's just so much faster, and not only that, but it's, like, literally, like, right there. Like, they weren't even trying to hide it.
Yeah, it's better than Returns, though, because Returns stashes a letter at the beginning of, like, every other stage. They don't really do that like all the time in Country 1.
Ah, yeah.
I always check though.
Well, yeah, because, you know, it's just a traditional thing, I guess.
How do you feel about the Kremlins?
The Kremlins, I mean, I always thought, like, the sound effects on some of them when they die was kind of funny. Though I felt like they got funnier in, like, the later games, though. But in this one, I mean, you know, it's just... This one I felt like it was a little, like, alright. But I think there's one in particular one that still makes me laugh that we'll see later.
Okay. The Kremlins kind of died out in 64, right?
I believe so. It's been a long time since I played that game.
Do you think Kremlins are the best Donkey Kong enemies?
I think they're better than what they did with Returns. Because in Returns, I don't even remember what the frick they were.
Some knockoff Aku Aku mask.
Okay, that's right.
That's all I know.
I don't know what they're called, but I can actually, like, remember, like, what they look like now, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of
Here's the
generic to
beaver.
me. I don't know. Yeah, here's Naughty.
And he's gone now.
and there goes Naughty. Back to his lair.
Monkey
That was
Mines.
the first world, the Congo jungle. That was okay.
Yeah, I mean, for first level, I mean, it does the job. It's to get you, you know, get you familiar with the game. It gets you get enough variety. It's like, you know, on land levels, you get the barrels, and then you get the underwater.
Yeah,
So,
decent
you know.
little variety. Mostly outdoorsy jungle type, though. I mean, it makes sense, Congo jungle. But this is a nice little transition to some more industrial stuff. So I kind of appreciate that. First time with the frog. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I've always loved this song in this game. The Monkey Mine theme.
There's something dramatic about it, as well as some of the other tracks. I feel that way about Aquatic Ambience. Like, it's some foreboding, like, story element going on. These monkeys on a grand, epic adventure.
Yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing. And also same thing with this level too. This song I also love because it's intense.
Mm-hmm. Dude, who doesn't
The
love a good
minecart stages.
minecart level?
I know there's a lot of people out there that always struggle with these levels, and I definitely get it, because even I struggled with them when I first played them, but now, like, yeah, I can do them, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like, it's nothing now, but, you know, but I think they're fun.
In this first game, there's only two. There's only two minecart levels, so enjoy them for what they are, you know?
Yeah, I do like this one the best, though, out of the two.
Sure.
The other one, like, it's good, but, you know, we'll get there. Oh, look, now we're in Bloodwater.
Yikes. Yeah, swimming through.
I always thought it was weird why they made it, like, red in the background. Because, you know, for the other, like, animal characters, they didn't change the background with them.
Yeah, there's no red water stage.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Rambi gets a snowy level, and then I don't know about. I think the Espresso gets the jungle level. He gets this red water level, and then Winky, I don't remember.
I think Winky gets the temple, I think. I'm trying to remember. It's been a hot minute.
I feel like it's like underground
But,
or
yeah.
something. But yeah, my only thing about these two is they're a little bit of a time sink, and you kind of just run into the animal buddy tokens. So I'm kind of like, I guess I'll fish for these little animal stars.
And back to, yeah, the beginning.
The beginning. But who cares? It's Minecart Carnage, you know? That's a great name, by the way.
Minecart Carnage, yeah.
And this one's good because it gives you the buffer, whereas in Returns, it's, I think only one hit.
Oh. Yeah, that's another game I haven't really played, like, much of.
Mm-hmm. I don't like these things, though. They're not an easy jump. The second one, I totally take responsibility for. I was like, I shouldn't have taken damage so early, so I just kind of sacked Donkey Diddy. But...
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you got plenty of lives, but yeah, no, I remember there's one part, like, with those, like, those lying down carts that always used to screw me up all the time.
Towards the end or something?
Yeah, it's towards the end. It's one where it's like, yeah, you gotta, like, keep jumping, like, one at a time.
Mm-hmm. The Kremlins kind of throw me off, but if you're quick on your toes and you kind of remember where they come out, you're good. It's this one. It's like the chain of carts. It's not there yet. I just
and then...
Whoops.
Yeah, it's that one Kremlin at the end is the one that, like, sometimes, like, I still hit it sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, you got the life.
Yeah, I appreciate them having that there. As far as backgrounds go, this leaves a little bit to be desired, but who cares?
Yeah, this one's a little boring. I mean, it fits the setting, but it's like, you know, nothing crazy going on.
I guess you don't need anything crazy. You have Donkey Kong Country too.
No, there's already enough crazy shit going on in the foreground.
I know. Probably better this way. Here we go.
Yeah, this part used to screw me up as a kid, yeah.
Bouncy Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza, you know, just like that new game.
Yeah, inspired by country or straight ripoff from the Second World, level 2-3.
Yeah, they that's where they got the name from.
From one of the most from one of the least remarkable stages in Donkey Kong Country, Bouncy Bonanza.
Yeah, I mean, this is a cave stage, and, like, I don't mind it, but it's definitely not, like, my favorite. All that work for one banana.
Yeah, I didn't even think I was gonna get it. I thought I was aiming for balloon. I was like, I didn't get balloon, so I'm just gonna chuck these other two. And I made it. I got the slots. So, let's talk a little bit about KONG letters. What's your thoughts on the collection completion elements for Donkey Kong Country?
Well, I never really, like, considered getting the KONG as a like a collectible. I never thought of it as such. I thought it was just a way to get lives. But one thing I do remember, well, do I go for them? Sometimes, like, if they're there, and if I can have a way of getting it easily, then sure. But, you know, if it's something that's, like, too annoying to get, then no. Or, you know, or I'll try to get them if I'm, like, low on lives, but, you know, for most of the times I play this game, I'm usually, like, loaded, so...
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I do go for them, but then somewhere down the line I go like, this is getting a little complicated and maybe a little bad for my run. So I kind of drop the effort, but one day I would like to complete Donkey Kong Country.
If I'm not mistaken, but I remember when you beat the game, you get, like, Cranky Kong will tell you that, like, oh, I got, like, all of the bonus stages. So I kind of thought, like, maybe that was, like, 100% completion, but I don't know.
Oh, the only things I remember from recent playthroughs is him saying, I beat this game using 1 life, and I did it in under an hour.
Yeah. He's trying to brag.
Yeah, he must have took the warps. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to play more for just kind of speed, and I think I agree with you. If KONG is right in front of me, I'll do it. But there is something to it. My only qualm about it in the Super Nintendo version is if you're not logging what levels that you did collect and did not collect all the letters on, it's going to be kind of excruciating doing the completion. The later versions don't do that, like the Game Boy Advance. I think number one, it actually saves the letters that you got. So if you got like KOG, it would save that, so you only need to get N the next time.
Oh, okay. Okay. I actually didn't know that because I've never played the GBA version, so...
I would and wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it looks as good, but it's pretty faithful, all things considered. But if you're like emulating it, like, come on, this looks way better. Speaking of which,
well, yeah, that's just the thing, because like I don't
Right.
really collect Game Boy Advance games anymore, so.
Sure. Dude, I screwed that up. I knew I had to do cartwheel like as soon as I made that jump. But I love this visual effect, the stop and go.
Oh, this level is like creepy as shit, but it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like not only is it just creepy with the whole like like those guys that you can't even kill, but also like the music in the background like sounds like straight up like like well, not Resident Evil. It sounds like like prototype freaking like Silent Hill music.
Yeah. The I like the alternating like do 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 do. Like it kind of feels like Donkey and then Diddy like humming along to the game.
And then, of course, this level is also known for having, like, the skip that you can, like, literally do right at the beginning of the level. Which I know you didn't do, but, like, but it is there.
I think Alex was saying something about it. Where is that? I don't know.
It's literally, like, right at the beginning of the level. You just go back through the door you came from, and then it literally takes you, like, almost to, like, the end of the level.
Oh, wow. Is that a glitch, or is that, like, built in?
No, it's just it's just like that.
Okay.
I remember when I first found out about that from my cousin, because she also, like, had this game too, and I remember when she showed me that, it, like, fucking blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, you can just, like, do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because as a kid, this is another level that was kind of hard back then.
It is. These moving platforms continuously screw me up. I don't know if it's because they blend with the background or something and the fact they're moving, but I have a real hard time hitting them.
Yeah, I know, it's a little tricky.
A little tricky, a little trolly. Like, you want to keep moving, but that claptrap, like, right on the edge will screw you up. And you actually have to keep moving, because those guys will come back up. Those, invincible Kremlins.
Yeah, I always thought they were, like, zombies, because, you can't kill them, so... And plus, they only really appear in, like, creepy levels like this, so...
This is so good, though. You, like, have to move the tire so you can jump and hit the stop and go buttons later in the stage. Like, really clever stage design. Get our first...
I always love these, levels.
Yeah, temple level. The millstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are funny.
I love, like, the...
Go ahead.
Oh, go on. Okay. Well, first of all, those, like, blue guys, those giant Kremlins, I always thought they were, like, kind of cool looking, but also, like, when you kill them, they always make, like, the funniest, like, sound effect, like,
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you hit them with Diddy and he doesn't die, he just goes, That's funny. I always loved that. But I remember as a kid, I always thought, like, man, they should make a level where you just fight nothing but that, so that all you hear throughout the level is, just, I don't know, just one of those dumb things I thought of as a kid that I thought would have been interesting. They should make a Donkey Kong Country Maker. That's what I would do.
Yeah. There's definitely fans out there, so...
Yeah, I mean, they gave us Mario Maker. I mean, I don't know, they can make us a Zelda Maker. Like, I mean, come on.
You know Miyamoto hates that Rare was more popular than him.
Oh, well, I mean, like, well, I mean, that was at him at the time. I think now he's, like, accepted that, like, it's like, okay, like, it's a good game.
Yeah. He's accepted it. He doesn't love it, but yeah.
Yeah, he was like, okay, fine. You guys did good, I guess. But yeah, no, I always love these, the temple stages, though. Like, I love, like, the way the background looks with the bricks. And, I love the background with the you know, like the trees in the back, and you know the fact that you can see like the little window with the torches.
Yeah, this is maybe one of the best backgrounds so far. Good music.
And also, I love the music too. Yeah,
Right.
music is really nice.
The little beavers and the wheels are funny.
Yeah, the sound that they make, like it almost sounds like you're like like you're cracking your back, but it's like constant, so it sounds like it sounds kind of funny. It sounds like a machine back cracker. It's like...
It's pretty hard doing Winky in this level. He is helpful, but he keeps getting like sucked into pits.
Also find like he just like jumps too high. It's like for this part, like you know, you're trying to not like jump on the snake, because if you jump on the snake, then like you're gonna bounce up into the wheel guy.
Right. See, that's
and then
me
of course
here.
he just kills himself.
I think
he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I think if you take Winky up there, like you can do some kind of skip or something. I might be wrong. At the exit.
Oh, I actually don't remember.
Definitely applying your strategy here of go save at Candy. I don't really need to here, but like, you know, I was like, why not? Go visit.
Oh yeah.
Go visit the.
I mean, at least in this game, you can save for free. Unlike in 2 and 3, you gotta pay for it. Necky's nuts.
There we go. He's crazy.
Yeah, I always made fun of the name of this level all the time. I mean, how could you not?
Weird hitbox there. Yeah, this like vulture is like hideous.
He kind of looks like a hand puppet. Ah.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, this one's kind of rough. If I was like a kid playing this again. Necky used to give me a hard time.
Yeah, no, I remember dying on this boss a few times. I do remember dying a few times as a kid.
It wasn't this one. It was like the one later, like the second.
The later
version.
one.
And that's kind of weird, and we'll get to them. But the Game Boy Advance version like remixes those bosses. So when you fight the second version of Necky, I think you fight like 2 at the same time.
Oh shit! Oh, that's actually kind of neat.
And then
I like that.
I was looking at my footage because I did a stream of the Game Boy Advance version last year. I was looking at the Zinger boss, and they have the Zinger where it has like an army of mini Zingers alongside it. I thought that was like a Country 2 thing though. I might be mistaken.
Country 2's Zinger boss, I remember, was like really hard for me, but I also do remember that one, like you had to fight him like when he's big, but then he eventually turns small where there's like a bunch of like little ones.
Yeah, the Country bosses are interesting. I'm surprised that they're not the same. I like and I don't like the bonus stages. I mean, it's a cool little variety, but it kind of does just keep me from like the standard playthrough.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm okay with them. I don't hate them, but I'm just like, you know, I don't go out of my way to do them unless it's like right there.
Yeah, I kind of just get sucked in. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. Oh, this is one of the first stages that starts to give me a hard time. This vulture culture, or whatever it is.
Vulture Culture Club.
It's definitely not what it's called, but it's close.
No. Yeah, but no, no, I always thought these stages were cool. I always liked them.
It's like you thought you were done with Necky. You were wrong. You gotta fight all his minions. It's a cute sound effect with Diddy in the barrel, too.
Oh, yeah. Aw.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
rough.
you
The
still
timing is
did it.
not great there.
Aw. Aw, shit.
I couldn't read it. I thought that was good. I still think it's good. It was Vulture Culture. What? What a stupid name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just run in this game, because you're just going to run into something if you do that. I guess it's the same with, like, all 2D platformers, but, like, a little different in this one.
Yeah, you kind of have to, like, take your time at certain parts. Like, there are some parts where you can rush through it, but then there are parts where, like, okay, yeah, you gotta, like, slow the fuck down, so...
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, how are you with the barrel segments?
I like them. I mean, yeah, like, it did take me a lot of time to get used to them, though, but nowadays, like, I don't have too much problems with them. The only level that does still give me a problem with them, even to this day, is, you know, the one winter level, which we'll get to.
Sure.
But, like, but the stages like this, though, nah, like, I'm cool with them. Like, to me, this is, like, a good, like, average Tuesday.
Yeah, it's fair in this one. That snow level, though, is rough.
Yeah. Actually, did you? Well, actually, you know, I'll say it when we get there. But
Sure.
but yeah, no, with yeah, these forest levels, like, you know, they obviously look very different than, like, you know, the usual other forest levels that you see in like they from before.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
got
the
like
other
more
ones
of a
were
pine
jungles,
tree effect. I mean, I like the elements of like just a shit ton of birds being in the level. I think like towards the end of the stage we'll see that too. Unless that's a later one
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, but very clever.
Oh, actually, oh wait,
not
no,
this
it's the
one.
layer
Yeah,
one. I know.
yeah. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
the one
talking
with the
about.
rope.
Yeah. Treetop Town.
This level I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always I always thought this was a very cool looking level with, like, you're basically like a bunch of, like, it's like a whole, like, village and like a tree.
Sure, I mean, we all saw Star Wars, you know. It's just like this is kind of nostalgic in a sense for like the Ewoks.
Yeah, it basically is like the Star Wars Ewok village, kinda, yeah, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But it's cool seeing that in, like, a Donkey Kong game. And I remember as a kid, like, every time there was like a section where you actually had, like, the little house, I thought you could actually, like, go in it. Like that one right there. I always used to think, it's like, I want to go in there.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but no, I always thought these stages were really cool looking. Also, I feel like this is a setting that you don't really see that often in video games, like a whole, like, treehouse themed level. Well, I guess you can call this a treehouse, right?
Yeah, just at Nintendo on, you know, after the directs.
Oh yeah, they call it the Nintendo Treehouse. That was such a stupid name.
Yeah, if they're not recording from a tree, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, but no, like, I just mean, like just treehouse themed levels. I feel like you don't really see a lot of that nowadays. I remember back then there was like a couple of them, but now, like, not so much. Also, I love the music for these stages too. I don't know why, but they kind of make me think of, like, skeletons for some reason, even though there's no freaking skeletons in the game.
I think we'd be more hard pressed to find a song we didn't like.
That is true.
I'm curious if there are any. I can't
think of any in the first one. Even in 2, there's some that I really like. That, you know, that I also can't think of one that I don't like. I think 3 maybe has, like, one that I'm not crazy about.
3's is not good. It's not bad, but for the most part, there's one that's like not good, but like it's really not impressive. Not like these first two.
Well, the one song I really love in the third game is the factory level. I always thought that song was badass sounding.
Okay.
And then also the tree level where you're like climbing up the tree with the saw that's going down. I always thought that song was really cool too.
Hmm. I've only
But
played
yeah, there's
3
a couple.
once.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, like number 3, like it does have like some really good tracks, but I will admit there is a couple tracks that are like not like my most favorite ever. Like I'll say this, I've never bothered downloading them on my computer and put them on my phone.
Sure.
Or with like 2 and 3, or like 1 and 2, like yeah, like I have like most of the songs like on my phone and on my computer, and you know, and then of course sometimes I have used them in like videos and such. Yeah, this part was always tricky for me as a kid.
This screws me up a little bit. Yeah, if I'm like not fresh in the game, like a lot of the barrel movements, if I'm just running too fast, I you know, do a preemptory fire from the thing, and that messes me up. This vulture messes me up right here. Because if you go too high, you go in between the planks, and that's no good.
Yeah.
I'm eternally cautious of the exits as well. Just some, like, little beaver walking past or something. I think
Yeah,
this
this
is
was,
the one, yeah.
Yeah, the rope one.
Forest Frenzy. Any favorite stages so far that we've seen?
Well, outside the minecart stage, you know, I like the was it the milestone mayhem, whatever, like the temple one. I like. And then you know, I do like Treetop Town as well.
I'm a fan of Stop and Go, but I don't know that it's necessarily done better than some of the other stages that we may see going forward. So I'll hold that off. Obviously the minecart stage, and I think this might be one as well, Forest Frenzy.
Yeah, I like this one too. I do like this one as well.
We'll see how it goes. I may be misremembering what I love about this stage. Music's great.
Oh yeah, you know, this is a very good song. I remember the song like reminded me of something as a kid, but I don't like remember, which kind of makes me a little sad. Yeah, because I remember as a kid, you know, when I played this game and I used to like, you know, hear the music in the game, it always used to remind me of something. But yeah, and I can remember most of it, but this, you know, as I've explained. But yeah, this one, yeah, if I'm fortunate, I just don't remember right now. Maybe it'll come to me.
The birds make a funny sound effect too.
Yeah, yeah, I always thought that was funny. Yeah, it's like ah! But no, I was just gonna say, like, whenever you hear like music within video games, does it make you like think of like, you know, like a certain time of your life? I know it definitely does for me. For you know, like I was been saying.
When I hear music in video games, does it make me think of times in my life?
Like, yeah, like basically, like when you play, like for example, with this, we'll just say this song, for example, when you played this song as a kid, and it made you like think of something, and then now like you can't like not think about that when you hear it.
Oh, I definitely think about like playing Smash Bros. You know, as for some of the other music in this game, you know, I didn't play this as my first game, so kind of like. Not exactly.
Well, it doesn't have to be like I like it doesn't have to be like this game in particular, but I just meant like in generally speaking.
Yeah, I don't know if I experienced like nostalgia in the way a lot of other people do. I think nostalgia is kind of viewed as like you wish you could go back to that time, and I get reminded of like times, and I get good feelings from it. But I don't like wish I could go back to that like time. It's probably just kind of a reminder. But if it was like,
yeah, no, I get that.
Being on that couch at that time, I don't necessarily get that.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, it doesn't have to be like that specifically, but just like, you know, like
a memory.
like for example, like when I was Yeah, like when I was talking about with Treetop Town, when I said the like the music reminded me of like skeletons for some reason. So now like every time like I hear it, I'm like, oh, I just can't help but think of skeletons now. Like, yeah,
Sure.
it's just the way it sounds. But oh, this level's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's the same concept, but they chase you. So that's pretty appreciable. It gives like the wheel beaver a little more purpose, you know?
Yeah, because before he was just hanging out randomly, and now it's all like, I'm gonna hunt you down.
I know, it's such a funny development. It's like the dumbest creature too, this little beaver thing. This seems like harmless.
Yeah. I always thought the beavers did look funny, because they have, like, big googly eyes.
Right. And that like drum beat sound effect here, I don't know what's going on. I guess that's the one you were talking about before when they're in the wheel.
Oh, yeah. The
It's amped up in this one.
I think it's just because there's, like, so many of them.
Do you prefer this millstone level or the later one?
I think I prefer the earlier one, but this one is still cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
I still like this one. Also, another thing I do like about, like, these temple stages is, like, when you have those secrets that happen, like, above the level. Because, you know, it looks like there's, like, a roof over you, but there's, like, you know, you can't, like, get up there, obviously. But in, you know, like, in the other stages, when you found Winky, like, yeah, he was, like, up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one...
I always thought that was kind of a cool detail, yeah.
This one, there's, like, secrets below. There's, like, a rope that's pointing down. But I'm trying not to stop for secrets.
Run!
I know, invincibility frames kind of saved me there. I think I agree with you. I think the first one's a little better.
Orangutan gang. Oh.
Yeah, this
one... You know, this is one level that, like, I don't hate it, but I'm not, like, in love with it.
Yeah, honestly, the other jungle hijinks levels, I think I prefer. It is cool being up in the trees, but it's, and I'm just screwing up so bad in the beginning here. It's just not as smooth to play. I love the sunset background. That's great.
Yeah, the sunset is cool. I love that, yeah. I always love that. And, you know, the orangutan people, yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah, they're just annoying. I don't love... It's not satisfying getting those guys. Except for the fact that, yeah, finally, whew, I dealt with the damn barrels. I guess they're doing the classic Donkey Kong thing, right?
Yeah, you know, I always thought it was, like, weird, like, why, like, those guys were, like, trying to kill you. Because it's like, dude, like, we're monkeys too. Like, what? Like, do you hate us?
Yeah, come on, man. You're my brother. Relax. And then the frickin' ostrich is useless here.
Yeah, I never liked using the ostrich much because you can't jump on most things. Like, yeah, you can, like, like, the claptraps can't, like, hurt you, but everything else can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how am I supposed to get Espresso to the end?
Yeah, it's kind of hard, and yeah, but I don't know. Like, I do like the flying ability that that Espresso has, but I feel like another thing too is that I don't think he's in like that many levels from what I remember.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Dude, what? You had to have a perfect jump to get that. That's crazy. But in terms of Animal Buddy, he's not my favorite. He's down there.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about, because I think, you know, we think about the Animal Buddies fondly from this first game. But some of them, it's just... Like, I like Winky, but I'm just not good with him. And then... Espresso, I think I don't like Espresso. On guard, it's useful, but I'm not like, I don't feel super empowered by on guard. Rambi,
It's really just Rampy that is the one that everyone loves.
it's just Rambi, and then he's in like 2 stages, and one of them he's like barely useful in. Maybe 3, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think 2, they definitely nailed the animal buddies a lot more in that one.
Mm-hmm. But in that one, you become the animal buddies, right?
Sometimes. There are sometimes you do, and then there are sometimes you do right on them.
Yeah, like Squawk's giving you a ride through the bramble.
Yeah, and I remember there was a level where you ride on the snake.
Yeah, I don't love the snake. I have to play.
Yeah, the
Country
snake's
2
a little
again,
tricky.
though. I never was good at it.
Yeah, that one is hard, especially trying to get 100% completion in it, though. But I love it. Like I love it just as much as this one. And then as again, just like with this game, I can also tear through that game like fairly quickly as well.
And you wouldn't 100% complete that game anyway.
No, it's a pretty big requirement because you have to get all the DK coin things and at every level, and then you also have to do those other stages there. I forget what they're called. But there is like stages that you can do that's like not required to beat the game, and some of those stages are really hard.
Okay. Man, I love some aquatic ambience. This stage is okay. The clam fucked me up though, with the firing downwards like 5 pearls. And then these octopi,
Yeah.
like these spinning ones, it's, you just gotta remember like that they do this pattern. Otherwise, like they'll kind of get you. You wouldn't expect 2 more after this. I was like right there.
Yeah,
at the
Clam
exit,
City
you
is
know?
alright.
Clam. What is there to say about Clam City? Like, you know.
Also, just realized too that Clam City actually has an exclamation mark at the end.
Some of them do. Minecart Carnage does. Clam City does. But this is about the halfway point, and so far no stages have been so awful to me. But it's also like I'm playing it back to back, so I kind of know some of the tricks they're going for. This is the Zinger
I
battle.
was just gonna say, I always thought this boss was not too bad for me, even as a kid. Like it wasn't like too hard.
Yeah, this is not that bad. Check out the Game Boy Advance version of this though. Unless I'm playing the wrong thing or something. They have an interesting remix of it.
Okay, well that's kind of cool to know because like I said, I never played that one, so.
Coming off of that into this, yeah, this one is light. Gorilla Glacier. Oh, Snow Barrel Blast. Here we go.
Okay, this level always gave me a hard time as a kid. This level took me so freaking long.
This level gave me a hard time on Friday. I was stuck in
I
those
was there,
barrels.
and yeah, dude, no, even to this day, this level still gives me a hard time, but I don't know if you knew this, but there is an actual secret in this level that, like, during the barrel part, if you aim one of your barrels, like, right, you can actually go to, like, a secret barrel that literally takes you to the end.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I was streaming, or getting gameplay for this, but yeah, that's definitely helpful.
Yeah, well, I don't remember exactly where it is, but I know it's like the very first time I did it like by accident, because I accidentally missed where I wanted to go, but I ended up hitting like the secret one. I'm just like, what the fuck? This thing has been here the whole time, and I didn't even know. Like, damn, that would have made my life a lot easier as a kid if I knew that. But also, I also love this background. Okay, this is a really weird thing, and I know I've said this like every time I stream this game, but I guess I can repeat it here. Is that every time I see that mountain in the background, you know it like looks kind of like pinkish,
Yeah.
right? Okay, as a kid, I always used to think that mountain, like to me, it always used to look like Heavenly Hash ice cream. I don't know why it did, but it always did. Same thing with the Paramount logo.
This is wow, just watching it, this is a very interesting, like, transforming level. Now the mountain's not even there. Like, the snowstorm
Yeah,
just
no,
gets
I love.
really big, you know?
Yeah, no, I love the transition. Yeah, it's really cool.
Gives you snowstorm
And like also
effects. Super good.
yeah, also the music like builds up with it too, which is awesome.
Oh, that's another reason why I don't like those bonus stages, because they interrupt the music. Otherwise, you would be hearing, you know, the full song.
Yeah, you'd be hearing like the intense part where it's like do 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 do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can already like
You can see it.
feel like the intensity. Yeah, that's one of the secrets. That's one of them. Or wait, is that the one that does take you to the end?
That's the one. It was a complete
that is
accident.
the one.
I had no idea. I missed the barrel. I misfired, and it took me to the end. I was so grateful. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, when I first found out about that, yeah, that shit blew my mind, dude.
Dude, I'm only going for that every time from now on. Why even bother wasting your time with the rest of it?
Yeah, dude, because that level, playing it, like, normally is, like, really hard. Like
It's
I said,
so
even for
hard.
me, like, today, it's still, like, pretty tough.
Yeah, because you only get, like, a 2-hit buffer, and there's, like, 15 barrels, and you could insta-death if you, like, you know, overshoot
Just
or
one.
undershoot. I know. And the zingers
This
are
level's
so
really cool.
obnoxious. You know, I get so dizzy looking at those barrels. You're right, this one is super cool. I like a crystal palace. It's awesome. Music's chipper
Yeah,
and
music's
charming.
great, too.
Yeah, it's such a nice relief off of Snow Barrel Blast.
The last one.
And then a thing I like about this too, so the big thing is the ropes here. You know, there's blue and purple ropes. I realized this replaying it, that you could actually stop them from pushing you up or down by pushing in the opposite direction.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that was another interesting discovery. I didn't know for like a long time. But what was it? Oh, you know what's something else that never made sense to me about that last level, the Snow Barrel Blast, is that like, why is there so many bees? Like, I thought bees couldn't survive in the freaking like the winter.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Like, you'd think they would have put in, like, I don't know, like those spike wheel things that you will see later.
Sure.
Because at least that makes sense.
Well, it's better than beavers, I guess.
Yeah. Beavers. Ah.
Classic claptrap. I mean, what are crocodiles doing here too, you know? Unless you just think of them as K. Rool's minions littered everywhere.
I mean, that, like, I can accept that because it's just, you know, yeah, K. Rool just, like, plashes them all over the place. But, like, why are, like, the bees there? Unless, like, the bees, like, work for him.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, like, what's going on here? Like, K. Rool stole the bananas. And then, like, there's bananas, like a trail of bananas across the world for you to follow.
He just didn't bother picking them up. He thought Donkey Kong would be too stupid to not notice, I guess.
The slipperiness is kind of funny here, seeing DK kind of like moonwalk.
Yeah.
This is a good song, though. I really like this one. But
yeah.
I do think
yeah,
the
no,
background could use a little work, like a little dull.
Well, I just like the border of like the edges of the level, like you know, like where you're looking at right now, where you see the crystals coming out of like the walls and like the ceiling. I like
Right.
that.
Sure.
I like that background. But when it comes to like the actual main background, I mean, I think it's nice. But you know, I do think that was it Clapper's Cavern in the second game? I think looked a lot nicer though.
Hmm.
When it came to like an ice stage.
Mm-hmm.
This snowy level, I think, is a lot better than the other one.
It's something about these ropes though screws me up. I don't know if it's in this run. It might be. I have a hard time with them. And the vultures. It's like two of my worst enemies.
I always hated the bees just because you can't jump on them, and they always
Yeah.
put them in places that you can never like, you know, like kill them normally.
Sure. What is the vulture firing at you anyway? He's coughing up a lung.
I think it's supposed to be a chestnut.
Yeah, please explain this to me. How does the logic?
I don't know.
I've also never heard of a bird that can just flap stationary.
Yeah, no, me neither. Well, actually, I know eagles can, like, when they, like, have, like, their wings up, they kind of just glide and, like, stay there, but, you know, but these aren't freaking eagles, though.
Yeah, and they glide around. They don't just stay in the same, like, spot in the air flapping.
Yeah.
That's a cool bird, though. I never thought too deeply about eagles.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's your country's national animal, American bald eagle.
What's yours?
I think it actually is a beaver, funny enough.
There you go. We got representation.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it is actually, like, the beaver, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Unless I checked anyways, I don't know, unless they changed it without me knowing, but for as far as I remember, I think it is a beaver.
When's the last time you thought deeply about a beaver?
Oh god, I don't even know.
Today, when talking about really naughty.
Oh, I guess.
It's okay. These vultures are not my favorite. These half-ass eagles. I'll take the beaver over them.
Yeah. I mean, at least the beavers actually look funny in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
I know. It's just the worst. I love how Diddy or Donkey will just run away and like off the screen, and you can kind of chase after them.
Yeah, you're like, yo, come back.
Yeah. Wait, don't leave me.
Yeah, you'd think, like, he would, like, I don't know, I always felt like it would have made more sense if he, like, just, like, fell, like, into, like, the background of, like, the level, or, like, in the foreground. You know, like in Smash Bros. When you, like, roof them up into the sky and you see them go flying in the background.
Yeah.
I always thought, like, that would have made more sense rather than just, like, running up ahead and then just, like, disappearing, and it's like, no.
It's also super interesting to see what the side partner does who you're not controlling, because they kind of get like magnetized and dragged around as well.
Yeah, it's almost like Knuckles Chaotix. Now that I think about it, like, I'm pretty sure that game, like, probably must have been inspired by Donkey Kong Country, because that game came out, like, a year after this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I know sometimes, like your mother, your second guy is always, like, just, sometimes he'll just be, like, floating around while you're, like, trying to, like, do all this, like, crazy stuff. Or sometimes, like his character model will be, like, touching, like, an enemy, but it doesn't do anything. Which I'm grateful that it doesn't, but sometimes I'm just like, man, you cheater.
Oh yeah, thank goodness. It's not like Sonic 2, you know. Although Tails
Yeah, or
will
Tails
just kind
will
of
just
come
get hit
back.
by everything.
Tails gets hit by everything.
Oh, now you can see the Heavenly Hash pink ice cream mountain.
I never heard of Heavenly Hash. I know besides you talking about it. What is that flavor?
It's It's basically chocolate and strawberry, and it's kind of like Neapolitan ice cream, but if it had nuts in it. But it's all like mixed in together rather than it just being like 3 layers.
Nice.
You know what Neapolitan is, right?
Nope. Aside from a pizza.
Okay, well, Neapolitan is like the 3 like stripes where you got 1 layer is chocolate, the other layer is vanilla, and the other layer is strawberry.
Oh wow, that's
And
pretty
it like
solid.
looks like. Yeah, I remember there was a Simpsons joke where like every time he like pulls that one out, like everyone eats like the chocolate one, but like the other 2 are like still there because the chocolate is the one that everyone likes the most.
That's interesting. I feel like more people are vanilla fans.
Oh, well, I mean, I could see that, but I don't know. I just know in my experience, and also with that Simpsons clip, yeah, I can definitely attest to saying that, yeah, the chocolate always gets eaten the first.
Interesting.
But yeah, Heavenly Hash is basically that, but if it was like all mixed in together, like
Okay.
like perfectly mixed in together, and then it with like nuts in it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. Like, but then again, I also grew up with it, so.
It's fair. If I see it, I'll try it.
Oh yeah. And also, this stage right here used to be a really annoying one as a kid.
Croctopus
With the
chase.
squid, like. Yeah. And also, yeah, the octopuses are, like, kind of tough.
Yeah, if you're not, like, hugging the walls pretty well and, like, angling your hovers, it's really tricky. But I don't think it's my biggest offender in water levels. It might be.
No, it's not. It's not my least favorite, but this is definitely one of the water levels that I just not the biggest fan of playing. Like, obviously I'll play it when I have to, whenever I do replay this game, but you know, but it's not like my favorite.
No.
Like, I do like Clam City better.
Yeah, I don't know if I really like the water levels. I like the soundtrack, but I can't think of a water level where I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to play this one.
I like the first one that you did, the original one, and then I do like, and I actually don't mind Clam City. I do kind of like it. I don't mind it.
It's not this one, but there's one coming up that's gonna be like brutal for me.
I think I know which one it is, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's not the Toxic Pond, it's something else. It might be Toxic Pond, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, yeah, Toxic Pond is, yeah, we'll get there.
It's kind of criminal to me that you have, like, 5 water levels, but 2 minecart levels. Like, I think that should be, like, at least balanced out.
This part always used to fuck me up.
Yeah.
At the ending. I've actually died, like, right there before, too. And it's like, ugh.
Another exclamation point. Croctopus chase. Torchlight trouble.
Oh, the level that... This is the level that can blind you.
It can blind you? What do you mean?
Okay, if you go... Like, well, obviously you're not, like, playing right now, but with that bird, if you, like, go back and forth on the D-pad with it, like, the light will switch to whatever direction you're facing, and if you do that like really fast, like it literally will yeah, like that, like it just happened.
It'll glare or something.
But the thing is, on the Switch version, they actually reduced the effect on it. But on the original Super Nintendo version, like it was like bright as fuck, and it actually like used to like hurt my eyes.
Oh wow, this is the Switch version, so yeah, this would be the pacified version.
Yeah, so I guess you could say the game got patched. But yeah, no, if you just keep doing that, like, really fast, like, turn back and forth, yeah, like, it would, like, your screen just, like, goes blank white for, like, a split second, and it's, like, yeah, it's really, like, goddamn, like...
Do you like Squawks in this game?
Well, in this game, he's just a light.
Yeah.
So... Like, I don't know, it doesn't really, like, do much.
That level was super
and like I said, he can blind you.
Yeah, so that's not great.
He can blind you if you like keep going back and forth too quickly, even on accident.
I like Squawks as a character, but I think I agree with you, like, gameplay-wise, like, what's he adding?
Yeah, no, it's really in 2 is where they made him, like, actually, like, be, like, more involved.
Right. Yeah, I can
And
understand
this
that.
is, yeah, and this is Snowy Treetop Town.
Yeah. The
I
sepia
kind of wish
tone.
they would have added... I was gonna say, I kind of wish they added, like, a little Christmas tree in front of the houses.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that would have to, like, add in another extra shit to do for the, the graphic makers there, but,
Mm-hmm. There's something, like, jazzy about the song, too.
Yeah, like I was saying, like, every time I hear, like, that, like, I guess you could say it's kind of like a xylophone, like, it kind of makes me think of, like I said, it reminds me of, like, skeletons playing on, like, playing music or some shit.
I see what you're saying
I don't
now.
know.
It's like almost like you're
Yeah,
playing the
like I
rib
said, that's just
cage or
always...
something.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, that's what it always makes me think of, or, well, I don't know, do you remember that game on the Saturn called, was it Mr. Bones?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it was like, it actually came out over here. It was it was this, like, weird platformer where you were always, like, constantly being chased, and I remember, like, when you look at the cover, it's like a skeleton dude with a guitar, and it makes you think, like, oh my god, this game's gonna be metal as fuck, but then when you play it, you realize that the music in the background is, like, not metal at all, it's like, it's kind of like this, almost, where it's very, like, jazzy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game. Man, I remember, like, getting to that save point as a kid was, like, a fucking godsend, because, like I said, that first, ice level, or, snow level was so hard for me as a kid that just getting there was like, oh my god, like, I don't want to die.
Sure, and yeah, even if you game over at that point, you need to get through the rest with like 5 lives. That's actually another
Yeah.
thing I appreciate about the Game Boy Advance version. If you die, you can just restart at the level you died on, and I think from the barrel too.
Oh, okay, well, that's nice of them.
Another patch that's pretty cool. But I wouldn't trade these graphics for that. So, I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
no.
I'm really naughty got scared by Diddy or something.
Yeah, that was a weird glitch. I've never seen that happen.
He's trying to run away.
It's like, no, I've been beaten again.
Kremkrock Industries. Now it's really industrial.
Oh yeah, no, this song I freaking love too.
Maybe
This
one of the
is
best
One of my
songs.
favorites.
Yeah. One of the best
Yeah,
stages.
and also
though,
the
I don't know.
background is cool.
Yeah, the oil mechanic screws me up in this one. It's a pretty hard stage. And I think Ramby's here, but he's really hard to use.
Yeah, he's in like one section. But yeah, no, these factory stages were cool, and I do like this one. I do like this one. There is another one that I don't like as much, but we'll get there.
Sure. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably do. Yeah.
Yeah, but first time getting here, hearing this music is pretty awesome, so I can agree to that.
Oh yeah, I remember when I first heard this song, I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in the future.
I mean, you are. You just came out of, like, nature and all that into this.
Yeah.
It's like some dystopian Blade Runner level with monkeys and gremlins and beavers. I love that the TNT blows up some of the environmental things too.
Yeah, it just sucks that they don't give you enough of them.
Mm-hmm. Not in this one. There's a stage later.
Another thing that's cool is that, like, there's like a foreground that does kind of block, as you can see, the chains and the pipes, but yet they don't, like, I feel like they never get in the way, which is good.
If you did not point that out, I don't think I would have even, like, paid attention to them. But now I can't unsee them. It's actually hurting my eyes.
Yeah, no, like when you think about it, yeah, like they kind of block your view, but as you're playing the game, it's never a problem because they're like not like, you know, like fucking with you. It's not like certain games where like there's a lot of games that have that issue.
Yeah, but now that you pointed it out to me, it's really screwed me up. I can't, like, look at my screen.
Yeah, but no, like even when you do go back and play it, and even when you do notice it, like it's still like, you know, like it's still like not like a problem.
No, yeah, you're right.
Just one of those interesting things that I thought was kind of neat, because it's like, you know, like this is one of the few games that actually manages to put a foreground, but doesn't actually like hinder like your view.
Yeah, I think, like, when you're playing it, like, it's not really, you're not paying attention to it, so.
Yeah, so it's just like I said, kind of one of those neat little things.
This one screwed me up, not this playthrough, but another previous playthrough I did. Just gave me a real hard time.
Yeah, kill that asshole.
Get out of here, Regatan. Dude, the animation when he's standing at the edge is great. Him and Diddy.
Yeah, I liked it, yeah. It's just unfortunate I just never do it enough.
Mm-hmm. That'd probably be a good GIF.
Yeah, I couldn't find one for him doing that.
I'm sure it exists.
Oh, I'm sure it does, yeah. I just couldn't find it just when I did the quick little search recently. But, you know, speaking of, like, the, you know, like, goofy, cartoony shit, did you ever watch the old, Donkey Kong Country cartoon? That was, like, all 3D?
It was hideous. Yeah. I saw it on the Fox box back in the day, like, on Saturday mornings. And, of course, it's like, it's Donkey Kong, so I want to watch, but it was, yeah, pretty traumatizing, actually.
Yeah, like the animation movement was all done with like what's it called? Motion capture. But because their bodies are so like, you know, unnatural, and just seeing them move naturally was like weird.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I will admit and give credit to that show is that some of the music that they have in it are actually like really good. Well, some of it. I mean, there's a couple songs that are pretty bad, but there are some. But the ones that are good, like, are actually like really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things I kind of remember them. Like, oh yeah, that's something we can talk about.
I guess I'd watch it if I had to, but I wouldn't go out of my way picking, oh, the Donkey Kong cartoon from back in the days.
Yeah, it's really just a weird piece of history, if anything.
Timing this is so rough. The flaming oil barrels. But when you see it, you see it. 1, 2, 3, and the third one, like, holds. So I feel like I'm more equipped with this nowadays, but the timing is just so precise. I'm going so slow because I'm so nervous I'm gonna have to do that segment again.
Yeah.
If like a beaver just walks out. Now we're getting to some of the tricky, this trick track, tic-tac track, something, I don't know.
Yeah, no, this stage, well, this one's not as hard as the other one, but this one is still, like, kind of, like, yeah, I wouldn't say it's an easy one.
I don't know what to call this, like, genre of level. This is, like, one of those just clusterfuck, challenge levels, almost.
I would say it's an auto-scroll level, but the auto-scroll is that instead of, like, you, like, running along a platform, it's more like the platform is, like, always moving, and you just have to stay on it, and then things just fly at you.
Yeah.
Like right there, like a bunch of bullets just flying at you, like literally.
Drop at. Yeah, I don't hate these. They're really challenging, but that's kind of the problem. Is they're really challenging. And the problem with
Aw.
like auto scroll here too, I wouldn't call it a problem, but the challenge of the auto scroll here is like, other challenging levels you can kind of just wait a sec and just kind of get your bearings and then keep moving when you're ready. Okay, I got this. This one you just got to be in the zone the whole way through.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Like whenever I do like play this game on stream, I'm usually like, like holding all in on it.
This one has the super funny effects with like Donkey. He gets merged with like the moving platform when
Yeah, like he just kind of floats there for a second.
I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I always thought it was amusing too, yeah. Yeah, like there he's like, oh, I'm floating off the thing.
I'm riding Diddy's hat. Is Diddy bald?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, he's not.
Do you know what's going on with that barrel there? Is that just a secret?
I think it is just a secret, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to go for it. But if it's a warp, I'd consider it.
I'm trying to remember, is this the stage where, like, one of the enemies will get stuck on your thing for a bit? Or is that the other one? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I think it is the other one.
Because this looks like a part... Yeah, because this looks like a part that it would happen, but... Gotta remember.
This guy, or not this one. That did screw me up, though. See, I don't like that, because you have to be Donkey there, or do a cartwheel, I guess.
Yeah, but you gotta be quick. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it is this level. I think, yeah, like, the blue guys, the guys that makes the funny death sound where they go, like those guys,
yeah.
They, one of those guys will jump on your thing, but he'll, like, get stuck on the end of it, and it always happens, and I always thought it was, like, kind of weird.
Yeah, I think that does happen to me, too. I think you're right. It might be this level. It might be, it might not. But...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is this one. Because, yeah, like, yeah, those guys, and...
This guy will not drop if you don't jump.
I'm gonna freak you out.
I love that.
Yeah, there's a...
Dude, it's like every enemy except zingers. Oh, there are zingers. What am I talking about?
Yeah, this guy will get stuck. Yeah, it's like... Like I said, it happens in every single version that I've ever played. I'm sure it even happens in the GBA one.
Trick, track, track. First of the big challenge levels. Elevator antics. Ooh. This one screws me up a little bit, too.
Okay, one weird thing. I don't know if we'll be able to, like, capture it easily, but, if you look in the background of the stalactites, you can see it easier in this level because you can, like, fully see the background, but if you actually look closely on a part of it, you can actually see, like, a face in there. Which I thought was kind of, like, creepy, but kind of interesting. It was, like, one of those things I never... Yeah, it's, like, right there. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like a tiger cat. Well, okay, well, you can't see it right now, but I'll point it out again to see if you can, like, see it.
Tiger cat?
Like, right there.
In the middle?
Okay, not the middle one. Sorry, I'll be more, like, I'll say, like, what direction to look.
There's a lot of stalactite, you know? Oh, I see it! I saw it!
Yeah. Okay, you saw it? Yeah. Like, it looks like a cat face, like, built into the stalactite. I remember when I first, like, noticed that, I thought that was, like, yeah, like I said, it was kind of creepy, but kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of, another Rare game did this, too, in, with a GoldenEye. At the end of the very first stage, you can see in the mountains, there's, like, one part of it where the texture looks a little bit like Donkey Kong's face. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see that there's something like that too. I don't know what the cat is supposed to like represent. I don't know.
Oh, maybe
Maybe it's not
Saberwolf
supposed
or
to be a
something.
cat.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it could be Saberwolf. Maybe.
Yeah, the throwbacks are always funny. Like Blastcore, they have monkey sound effects. And the first stage I think is called Simian something.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of like Donkey Kong Country love and just rare love. Unfortunately, that rare we know and love has died out.
They've been dead for like years, dude.
Dude, Sea of Thieves, like what throwbacks are there, you know?
Probably not much.
Isn't there
But
like a new rare game that's supposed to come out?
probably I don't even remember like what.
No.
Look, here's our elevator things.
Yeah, this is tricky too. The tap in is great. A little wrestling move.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this part of the song, like, I almost, like, never hear. Or, no. Oh, no, this part I do hear a little bit sometimes. It's the part where it does the, well, I don't know. I'll point it out.
If we hear it, it's gonna get rough.
Yeah, if we do.
I don't know.
And then, of course, he had to die.
Yeah,
He had to
I'm
die, like,
just gonna walk off. Even the Zinger dying sound effect is hilarious too.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's also satisfying too because, like I said, normally you can like never freaking kill them. Like that guy, like that zinger right there. Yeah, like you can't kill that one no matter how hard you try.
Mm-hmm. And they are in such obnoxious locations. Da 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 da. Yeah, this is definitely like difficulty ramp though. Like this is rough. You have to be so
Yeah, this part used to
precise.
screw me up a bit. Yeah, I've made that mistake before.
I think that should have been there. I think if the pacing was right, that would have been right there. And I think it just disappeared because it went out of frame. But Elevator Antics is not a favorite level. Like, I don't care about these stalactite backgrounds. Like, that's cute and all. But this stage, not cute.
Well, I mean, technically, that stalactite background is in all the cave levels. It's just this is the only level that you could actually like see it decently.
Right.
Yeah.
Why Elevator Antics? Why did you put it here?
I think it's just because it's the only one that, like, you know, that actually, like, gives you, like, a whole view of the background where it's, like, you know, there's no, like, you know, like, rocks or, like, foreground stalactite, whatever. Like, I don't know what you call it there, but there's no shit in the background covering it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to think of like favorite levels because a lot of them are very like standard or tropey. I like elements
But, like,
of a lot of them, but do I go like, man, I love playing this stage? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I love playing like a few of them, like that first. Oh, Poison Pond. Okay. I can say this. This is like my least favorite level in the whole game. This is the one level that like every time I replay this game, I'm just like, I don't want to do this, but I have to.
I don't know where the K letter is here.
I think it's in like a bonus thing. I'm pretty sure.
Because you run into
At least I
O
think.
like pretty early on, and I'm like, huh?
But yeah, no, this level's annoying, and also, you know, like why would you swim in like green water in a freaking like industrial area? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah. The piranhas are especially annoying. The jellyfish in this one are annoying. There's some wheels that are there. Why are there wheels just spinning like this in the ocean? Okay.
Yeah, see, I think those like wheel things should have been in the would have made more sense if they were in like the snowy barrel level rather than the bees.
Hmm. I can see it.
Just because, you know, like, cause at least it's a thing that could just be there, you know, rather than like the bees. Like, yeah, like bees can't survive in the snow.
Mm-hmm. After getting hit by that octopus before, or squid before, I was just like trying to be super careful. It's kind of my approach to the toxic pond. Just like lean in a little bit, let something come out, and then disappear.
Oh yeah, I remember the ending part of this stage always used to fuck me up too.
Oh, it'll fuck me up too. This is like peak anxiety for me. Because you can't just gun it. An aquatic ambience play in the background is not necessarily helping.
I mean, it does help a little bit, but not much.
I couldn't remember where it was, but I knew there was a DK barrel around here. It wasn't there.
Yeah, well, you know, you got plenty of lives.
Right. And it wasn't here. Yeah, I don't know. I still think of like the minecart levels. I guess I think... See, the problem is I think of orangutan gang with the sunset background, but I don't like that level. And then I do like snowy barrel blast, but I don't like the barrels. And the trick makes it too cheap.
Yeah, no, that level's not my favorite, but like I was saying before, like that second snow level that you do, I like that one. I think that one is good.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could get behind the ropes more. They just give me a hard time timing them. And the one that's coming up that I know you're also not going to like. That one has some really bad rope segments.
But the one thing I will say with this game is that despite like them having like some levels that were gimmicky, they weren't like overly gimmicky. I feel like the third game got really carried away with that.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I don't know if you remember, but there was a water level in the third game where like you had like the whole level was basically like a fish was like following you, and he had like a hunger meter, and if you didn't feed him, like he would like eat you and you die, and that's like literally the whole level, and it's like really annoying and tedious.
I don't remember that. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I know, like there was a lot of like weird gimmicky. Yeah, this part of the level I always like hated. Even to this day, I still don't like it.
Yeah,
they always seem to pop out like right in front of you.
My trick here is like wherever the last one came from, I try and go at that level because I assume they're not going to be two coming from the same level.
Yeah.
But you have to go kind of slow here. Because otherwise, if you keep going, they'll just all pop out at once.
Yeah.
And that fucker, that one fish, that's so fucked up. It's like I can make it. I can make it through these wheels. Nope.
Yeah, no,
that's
happened to me like a few times before too. Like,
because like I'm not. Am I gonna remember that the next time I play? I don't think so. Well, you know what? I mean, at least this level's initials signify, you know, my feelings about it.
What, it's poison?
Poison Pond?
Yeah.
It's PP.
Oh. Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking about that.
There you go. So next time you play Poison Pond, just remember. It's,
Let's just be glad that they never made an underwater level where the background was yellow.
yellow. Well, it should be for this one. Well,
Yeah.
It's PP, but that's more like urine pond or something. So never mind. Whatever. It's a toxic pee.
Yeah, I don't know. We're getting a little stupid there.
Yeah, that's true. I'll reel it in a little bit. But you know, for this stage being as rough as it was, I almost had it there. And you know, I want to say about like the tropey elements. Like, I do think that they're, you know, as much as like, okay, this is the vulture gimmick or the piranha gimmick. They're very intentional about it, and I think it like plays to the effect well. Like, I'm terrified of that like swarm of piranha that are chasing you.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they accomplished something there. I do feel like I probably came across like negative about like some of these levels. I don't really, while that may be true, I still love this game. Like, I want to be kind of clear there, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, for me personally, like I said, like I love most of the levels. There's not many of them that I hate. This is the one level that I would say, like, yeah, I kind of don't like it, but
Yeah.
And then of course that other factory level, which we'll get to, but
yeah, I don't love that one. Everything else up to this point has been good. With some, you know, and the orangutan one is just a little annoying, but it's just a little annoying. That's it.
yeah, like it's not terrible. It's just one that I'm like, I'm not crazy about it, but it's, or you know, I'm gonna quote, I got kings here, but it's fine. Oh, here's the other minecart level, the one where you actually jump out of the cart.
Yeah, minecart madness. Minecart madness, minecart carnage. This one has no exclamation point. Should use one.
Yeah.
But I feel like you go a projected distance when you hop out of the cart anyway. Like, you're not, like, controlling it.
Yeah, no, not really. Oh.
The zinger actually saved me there.
Yeah.
Donkey's got a big jump. That zinger did not save me.
But yeah, no, getting used to, like, the jumping on, like, in the minecart when you're, like, jumping out of it, though, like, did take me some time to get used to that when I first played.
Mm-hmm. Understandably. I do kind of want to play Returns again, but not on Switch.
Yeah, didn't you, which version did you play of that one? The Wii or the 3DS?
I played 3DS.
Okay. I have heard that apparently the 3DS version, like, has, like, a lot of, like, annoying gimmicky stuff in it. And when I mean gimmicky, I mean, like apparently there's, like, a level where, like, all you do is that you blow into the mic or something.
Oh, I have no idea. It probably has some 3D effect, but I've been using a 2DS. So, I don't know.
Okay. Like, yeah, I've never played that version. I just played it on the Wii before.
I mean, the Wii one has a whole gimmick as well, you know?
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. I'm just like, yeah, it has, like, the motion control shit. But I mean, at least you're not, like, you know, like I was saying, like, I think there was a... I could be wrong, maybe I'm not remembering right, but I thought there was a part in the 3DS version where you had to, like, literally blow into the mic for, like, a long time, and it's all, like, goddamn, like...
I don't remember. I'd have to play it again.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe I'm thinking of a completely other freaking game. I mean, who knows?
Spirit Tracks.
Oh, maybe. I've never actually played that one either.
That one has, so the ocarina is like a flute, and you have to like use the stylus to like move the flute and then blow at the same time. It's horrible. Here's your favorite level.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, this level. Yeah, this level's hard. This is definitely like a Ninja Gaiden level.
This is rough.
Because yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 had a stage that was like this, where like the lights would go out for like a couple seconds.
The 2D one or the 3D one?
2D, like Ninja Gaiden 2, like on NES.
Okay.
Yeah, which by the way, I love Ninja Gaiden 2, by the way. But yeah, that is there is a level in that game where it's just like this, where it's like it just blinks like off and on. And of course, in a game like Ninja Gaiden, that's already hard enough as it is. Yeah, we just need to make it harder by adding a level where like the lights go out.
The only saving grace for this one, music. Music saves it.
Yes.
But honestly, I mean, I don't know. It's not perfect right now. I mean, right now I seem to be doing okay, but later it definitely gets a little rougher. Timing some of those moving platforms is rough. Everything else is okay. The enemies I can handle. This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
This rope thing. That's my only part where I'm like, I think this is asking a lot. Stationary rope, fine. You know, moving rope with blackout. Like, let's see if you can time it. I want you to tell me the right time to jump when we see it.
Jump. Of course, DK's like losing his shit.
He's like, fucking jump, did he? I did.
Man, no, I like the other factory level better, like the other one that you did. Like, yeah, there's oil drums in it, but I mean, I don't know, I'd rather deal with that than dealing with, like, a screen that keeps going black.
Yeah, this is obnoxious. I kind of just want to be done with it while I'm playing it. Blackout basement, yeah.
Imagine if they put this level right after Poison Pond. Because, you know, it's a good thing that they put the minecart level in between those two.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, back to back, it'd be like, what is the rest of this game?
I know, right?
This is an exercise in torture. Yeah, I'm at like 5 lives for the half point here.
You should jump now. Oh, there you go.
Finally. Even watching this is making me anxious.
Yeah, that part's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's not bad. Once you get
Okay,
past the rope, the rest is kind of okay. Although these barrels are some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
That's some bullshit, too.
You just come out of nowhere.
Nowhere. Like, the most Kremlins you've ever seen in one area at one time. In the blackout basement. It's just a whole squad of them.
Yeah. This boss is easy.
Yeah, Dumb Drum is dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm not saving for the boss, but I'm saving for, like, when I get to the 6th world.
Yeah.
I think I could stop doing that, though, in, like, future runs. In fact, because I know the life count I kind of need. So yeah, the pattern here is so dumb. Like 1 hit, drop a few enemies. 2 hits, drop a few enemies. Keeps going, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, and you know, like the only like enemies that like are like annoying is really the armadillos. At least if you're like, if you have Diddy, you have to jump on them twice.
Right.
And then of course, you know, yeah. Yeah,
Of
see, like
course.
that shit's like annoying.
Yeah. It worked out though, and I almost got hit in the end there. I don't know if that would have actually done damage though.
I think that last one, I don't think it does, but it could be wrong.
And we're on to the final
Uh-oh.
level world. Tanked Up Trouble. Second in the
This
stage
one
of,
is pretty challenging.
Yeah, the brutal ones. Collecting the fuel.
Yeah, no, it's this level always gave me a hard time for a while. Now there are some that like you just can't miss.
Yeah, I try and miss none. There is one actually that you can just totally avoid though. That isn't a weird spot. You'll see it later. But...
Yeah, I think I might know which one.
I learned my lesson about the letters on this stage. Don't go for them.
Oh yeah, no, they're hard.
That bananas. Why am I going for bananas? What do I need bananas for? Like 10 bananas. What's the point of that if I'm gonna lose a life? I guess I just thought like, oh, what if I have to do that to like get the next fuel? Which is where it gets like tricky because you kind of anticipate like having to do some tricky platforming. It's like, am I gonna need to go on this platform right now to get a fuel? So it makes you wonder a lot if you haven't played in a while. I kind of just assume everyone's played Donkey Kong Country at this point, though.
Yeah, most people have, yeah. I mean, you might have, like, the odd few, but, you know.
Younger people, probably not, but, like, you know, most gamers are, like, Donkey Kong Country people.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's this one. Oh, I guess I see what you do now. You have to drop down, probably. But it's not necessary. I don't even know what the advantage again. It must be if you missed other fuels. That would be why you'd have to get it.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
But even then, you could just roll off, it looks like.
We got the motivational music part of the song.
Yeah. Donkey beating his chest. You can do this, Diddy.
Yeah, you're making me do all the work. Yeah, this part can always be tricky, too.
Yeah, because you're down to 1. But it gives you a little buffer. Like, just... Like, even if you're at 1, it also goes to flicker. It's just
yeah,
you need,
right,
like,
yeah.
every single fuel here. Yeah, forget the letters. 100%ing for this level would definitely be a trek. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm serious though, I want to do it one day. Manic Mincers. Ooh, I don't like this level. This one's a little tricky.
Which one is this one again?
Wheels. Nothing
Oh,
but
this,
wheels.
yeah. Right, yes. I I think I would say I think I do like this one better than the elevator one.
That's fair. Yeah, I could agree to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but you know, but if we're just comparing with like other cave levels that we've done, I would say I do like it better than that one.
Yeah. Is this the same stalactite? It's just green?
Yeah, yeah, it's just green. Yeah,
Okay.
but the thing is that like the background will never open up for you to see that face, because you
Okay.
know.
Only the Aztec gold stalactite. See, this is a really tricky jump. I don't even know how I timed that.
Yeah, it's like a Sonic the Hedgehog type pattern right there.
Yeah, you gotta do some wild maneuver in there.
Oh, well, he's like conveniently right there.
Super conveniently.
Yeah, it still makes me laugh a little.
I wish you got the sound effect of like Diddy like going into him and be like ha ha ha. But I didn't do it this time through.
Yeah, yeah, no, that shit's also funny. This is one of the few bonus stages that actually plays the original music and not the bonus music. Did you notice that?
I don't know if it's a bonus stage. I think you have to go through it to progress. I could be wrong. Oh, maybe not.
Well, it's like, you know, it has like the purple like background, which usually are bonuses. Like this. Like this is purple.
Yeah, that's right. But
So,
I think
you
if
know,
you got
just
hit
one of those things.
by those mincers, then you would have to go back to the checkpoint.
I don't remember. I thought like if you got hit by them, they just take you like back out, or you go back or some shit. I don't think you like actually like die if you get hit by them.
I'm not sure. I never got hit by him. I just assumed that though because I never thought of it as a bonus stage.
Misty Mines. This one was tough for me as a kid.
This is the
It's
one
another
with all
Silent
the
Hill looking
TNTs,
stage.
which is kind of cool.
Oh wait, no. This one I actually do like. Okay, no, I was thinking of the other one. Yeah, the poison barrels that enemies spawn out of. It's like Gauntlet.
They're all dumb drums. This is the stop and go music as well.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Silent Hill music level. You know, there's actually a remix. I used to listen to a lot of, like, video game remixes back then. I mean, I still do a little bit, but I haven't really, like, gone on my way to, like, discover more of them. But I remember there was one that I found years ago on YouTube of this song that was actually, like, creepy as shit, but it was awesome. I think I still have it downloaded, but I don't know if it's, like, on YouTube anymore. I'd have to check.
And it was tied to this song?
Yeah, it was a remix of this song.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was on OC remixes back then.
Classic.
I believe.
OC Remix
Yeah,
was like one of the YouTube music OGs, you know?
Yeah,
some of the
yeah,
first
no, I
YouTube videos I ever saw were remixes by them.
yeah, no, that shit was cool. And their website also, like, used to look really cool back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's still around now, but I know, like, back then, though, yeah, like, their layout, like, always looked cool as hell.
It still is. I've used it a couple times. I tried reaching out to a couple artists. I had a hard time doing it, but, yeah, I still use them from time to time.
Yeah, but no, that place was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Loop-de-lights. Okay, this is the level that I don't like.
Oh, this is
Because
your
those guys
your
jump
hard...
at this.
Do you prefer Blackout Basement to this?
Oh, that's tough. Honestly, I feel like they're both kind of equal to me.
Wow. Okay. I think I'd take Loopy Lights over Blackout Basement, but I see what you mean. I don't necessarily love this either. I kind of assumed the level you're talking about is the Blackout Basement one. These jumping clap traps, though, those guys are some menaces.
Yeah, no, they're. That's why I don't like this level, is because like they fuck with your jumping. But I mean, at least in this one, the one good thing about this one is at least when the lights go dark, you can at least still somewhat see. Where in Blackout Basement, you just can't.
Right, and those Claptrap's teeth are also making the like screen a little brighter. So
Yeah,
that's
you can see their
too.
eyeballs. Yeah, their eyeballs and their teeth. But yeah, no, this level has always been kind of tough for me.
I can see it.
But I still think the worst stage in the whole game is still Poison Pond, though.
Yeah, that's definitely up there. It's easier to think of worst stages than the best. Because a lot of them are good, right? They're classic. But they're
Oh
also
yeah, no,
some
like
that
I
are,
said, like most stages are good. Like the ones that I don't like they're not like that bad. They're just kind of like, you know, they're just not my most favorite to play whenever I
right.
replay
Yeah.
this game.
It's just because I suck at them. But then some of the game design in them is a little annoying, too. Like, this mechanic is not pleasant. Like, the on-off switch. I think that Stop and Go does it better.
Oh yeah, even though you're dealing with like those zombie crocs.
I mean, that's kind of the
that you
theming that
can't
I
kill.
like, too. Is zombie crocs, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
no, it's cool. You know, those enemies like are like that's like the only level that they're in, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
I don't think they're in another level. At least not that I can remember.
See, that's some bullshit, too. The orangutan throwing the damn barrels in the
I've
dark.
died by that guy before.
That one claptrap, I bet everyone has. We've all died by it.
Yeah.
The ending claptrap
Yeah.
once or twice. I just knew he was coming. I prepared the whole game just for him. Okay, usually I wait till I get to the boss to do the candy save, but the next stage is Platform Perils, which has not given me a hard time lately, but I'm always just kind of careful of because I feel like it's the legacy challenging Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, this level's hard. Yeah, I still like I still like struggle with it a little bit.
When you know what to expect, it's not as bad. But the first time playing Platform Perils, it is the hardest of those like challenge stages.
Damn armadillo.
Like, where is this? What are these walkways that are like suspended in the sky? Like, I kind of get the treetop town thing. I just don't get this.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, I guess it's supposed to be a mine, but it's like, what are they like mining there? Like,
Bananas?
I don't know. They're mining bananas. Because, you know, that's where bananas come from. They come from the mine. They
Right.
don't come from trees. Everything you knew was a lie.
Well, that's why the drums are dumb, you know? They don't really know where to look. They're searching high and low for bananas. Yeah, you gotta keep moving. Man. And you gotta trick these armadillos, too. Not my favorite enemy. I don't love these guys.
Yeah, they're a little annoying, but thankfully they don't appear in that many levels, though, so it's not too bad to deal with.
I don't think singers are as bad in this stage as they are in, say, Country 2.
Oh, in Country 2, they go, like, ham on that. They're like, the bees are in, like, almost every single level.
Yeah.
Up until a point.
Yeah, so that's why I don't look at zingers in Country 1 and go like, man, I hate these zingers. Except on the snow barrel level, but if now that I know about that trick to pass that, it's not even an issue, really.
Yeah, the gray crushes. I think they're called Crusha, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. If you have Diddy with them, I think they're much harder to hit. Because Donkey can, like, throw the barrel here, but Diddy has to, like, kind of launch into them.
He has to, like, jump into them with the barrel, yeah.
I think he can throw it, but it's got to be, like, a perfect horizontal throw.
Yeah, you have to like jump and throw, basically.
It's just much easier to do it as Donkey. Yeah, I really like platform perils now. I actually have a lot of fun with that one.
Necky's Revenge.
He is back.
And he's purple.
He is. This used to give me a hard time. It still kind of does.
Yeah, you basically have to, like, wait for him to, like, unleash all his attacks, and then you jump on him.
Mm-hmm. Timing the dodges on them is rough. That's my only thing. But the middle tire, if you just kind of exploit it, like, just before he does the first jump and you keep going back there, you're usually okay. I'm telling you, though, that, like, 2 necky head one is rough.
Yeah, that's kind of like interesting that they did that for that version.
I'm gonna have to confirm it, but yeah, I'm gonna look at some footage later.
Yeah, your eyebrows like pop out of your head. Yeah, it's also funny when you get the like the banana to like fall on his head when he's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got this badass stage.
Yes! Come on, best stage in the game. The final boss. One of the maybe most iconic final bosses of the era.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And music. This is maybe the best song in the game. I don't know. Who doesn't love this game?
It's up there. It's up there, yeah. It's definitely one of the best for sure. I know, what was it? I think one of the composers said that the song that inspired that song was Iron Maiden, which I thought was cool. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Something like Irish about it. And it's a huge phase boss, too. It's a really long segment. This is really tricky, dodging the cannonballs. You gotta kind of roll out of the way. Sometimes I get hit if I don't have the timing right.
Yes, I still make mistakes like that.
And the fact that there's like it culminates in like a triple cannonball attack thing is harder to dodge too. Like there, I just kind of tricked up. But I was still gonna go for it. I'm trying to be careful not to be too close to him. He keeps throwing the crown faster.
Yep.
That's the game.
Oh my god, you did it.
It's the K-Reddits.
Yeah, when you see this, you're just kind of like, oh, this is weird. What's going on?
I don't remember my first time seeing these, but I remember being like, huh?
I think when I first got there, my cousin told me that the credits were not real, and then it gets like even harder.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I kind of like already knew it though, but but of course I didn't know like what it like said though.
Mm-hmm.
She just said that oh yeah, like after the credits, like the game isn't over. You still have to like fight them after.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you already kind of anticipated it.
Yeah.
See, after those fake credits, though, I never know exactly, like, oh, how am I going to dodge this perfectly? He jumps, like, right to the middle, so you have to actually crouch. You can't move at all. Dude, I was so mad I took a hit on the first set of cannonballs.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like, wow. I guess no more hits for the rest of this. But I was up for the challenge. I was like, I can do this. He's not like a dumb, easy boss either. Like, you do gotta put in some work for this. He's not the hardest. I know the one in Country 2 is, like, much harder for me.
Yeah, he's pretty tough in the second one.
This is
But
pretty,
man,
like...
I still love that boss, though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do it again. This is pretty rote. And I appreciate that they don't make you go through the credits again.
Yeah, that's nice. Game good. Game do good.
That crown is flying, man. I don't know how I'm dodging them. I feel like I should have got hit at least once.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Ah. What a legend.
Nim.
Cranky's cab. He's doing a taxi service. I didn't go to Cranky's house in this playthrough, but I did, like, for footage in the other one, and all of his tips are useless.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the only reason why I even go here is just because, you know, I think the music is cool. And also, his house is kind of cool and run down.
You're right. If I had played, I'd have found everything. I'm sure there must be some bonus rooms you haven't found. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with, like, yeah, I think, like, the bonus rooms might count to the percentages, I think.
Maybe. I
could be
know in
wrong.
the Game Boy Advance they log it for you. I really wish this version did that. Yeah, naughty.
I love this music.
Just great music all around. There are no bad songs in this game.
No, not at all.
Army
Slingers.
Singer. Slippa.
The Slippa.
Mankey. Mini Necky. Bite size.
Bite size.
Croctopus. Chomps.
Chomps Jr.
Chomps.
This is Chomps.
Yeah, I feel like these guys inspired the shark in Clambo. That's amazing. And Banjo-Kazooie. Squidge. Snackers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Squidge animation's funny. The Kremlins. I always call them the Kremlin. It's Kremling. Critter? They're called Critter. Clump.
Plump.
Crash.
Crash Bandicoot.
No, we all know Claptraps. Rock Croc.
Yeah, Crusher. There you go, that's right.
There you go. I didn't even see a purple Crusher. Very naughty.
Very naughty.
Very naughty lately. Master Necky. Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Really naughty.
Dumb
Drum. Master Necky Sr. And King K. Rool. The good guys. Rembe. Espresso. Let's call him Espresso. On guard. Winky. Squawks. The Kongs are not the good guys.
It's my turn yet.
Nope.
Funky.
Candy.
And Candy. Early, it's me next. There you go, you happy now?
Did he? Donkey. You made you look.
Yeah, I always thought this shit was funny.
Yeah, what a like heartfelt ending. We're just having fun out here. Oh, Donkey's trying to get him now. Oh no, he bit his finger. You know, it reminds me of the Mario Party like visual effects in the first game.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they like have this weird kind of like pre-rendered look as well, where the characters like move their faces in like weird Gumby ways.
Yeah.
What a game!
Oh yeah. No, it was. It's like I said, one of my favorites.
For sure.
I can never get tired of it. I mean, I just like I said, I usually will do a playthrough of like 1 and 2 in like once a year usually.
Sure. Yeah, that's definitely like an annual play for me as well. I'm happy to play through it again this year, though. And I've never timed my run, so it was interesting to do that. I looked at speed runs. People are playing this game in like 30 minutes, like, for world records. I don't understand how.
Yeah, I think usually, from what I remember, the last time when I actually looked at the time when I beat the game, it was about like 50 minutes.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. But the
Yeah, it was under an hour.
Is not measured the same way as regular time. I think they cut out the hub world or something.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I never like actually like properly timed it. I just know like in game time it literally said like I think like 50, 51, 52. And I was like, "Oh, well if that's how much it said, then hey, I'll take it."
Yeah, I don't know, when I was lining it up it like wasn't doing it right. But anyways, that's besides the point. So, yeah, I'm at like 2 hours. I hope to go like sub 2 soon. But yeah, that's Donkey Kong Country.
Yep. And yeah, I love it. It never gets old for me.
Yeah, man. I don't know. What are your thoughts just going forward? Like, you know, about Donkey Kong Country and your role with it and its role for you?
Well, I think I already kind of went over that, but if I had to like add anything else to it, is that, you know, it's just one of those games that like I just never get tired of. Like, you know, like I said, I go back to it like once a year, damn near it feels like, and yeah, it's still like, you know. And another thing too is that like at least the game is like not super long either, so there is that. That does make it like, you know, more easier to just be like, oh, I want to go play this again.
Yeah. If anything, it just makes me excited to play the second game and see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I love number 2 as well. Like I said, those 2 games are like some of my all-time faves.
Well, thanks for joining me for this gaming commentary, Mr. BioPhoenix.
Yep. No, it's always good stuff.
Yep. And yeah, we'll see you back here for some more.
Yep. No, you take it easy.
All right. Thank you.